And assuming that I did, in fact, cut it off where I said I would, welcome back to What Remains of Edith Finch, everyone. This is most certainly now going to be the final episode. Let's push on. My name is Chris from Last Laugh, and it's about time we wrap this up, methinks. Let's do this.
On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie. I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder.
This house is too damn tall, y'all. It's too damn tall.
I wish we'd stayed. But I understand why we left.
Edith, Mom. To all walking simulator devs out there, this right here is how you make a walking simulator game. So good. Really provokes, evokes the emotions. It hits all the marks. Such a good game. It's got just enough gameplay to keep you...
ended up leaving everything behind.
Sorry for interrupting you, Edie. It's got just enough gameplay to keep you satisfied while you play, and that at the end of the day, that's all you need. Just enough gameplay between the story to keep you going, and entertained and enthralled, and it does just that. So good.
That night had been coming for a long time. Maybe it should have come sooner.
Oh, this is Edith's room. How's this old lady navigating this place?
But it had to end one way or another. All that's left now is to tell you about that last night.
No, I'm crawling again. Here we go, guys. I think this is it.
That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
"To our final night together, and all our final nights apart."
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
Real talk. And now we're playing young Edie. Great.
the power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles. When my mom sealed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance. Or that Edie had a key to it.
Don't know where this is going. It's quite a big damn library too.
You're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house. Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories. I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight. We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning, okay?
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born. That night, the tide went way, way out.
Oh, finally!
It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground.
Oh,
There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean.
I need to stop and talk about this. Take notes. This is how you build hype for a game. You tease someone with the mystery and concepts of something, and then you give it to them in the end. Don't bait it for a sequel. Don't do anything stupid like that.
It's the lowest tide in 1,000 years.
This is how you do
God,
it.
It smelled awful. You know, I've seen that house every day of my life.
This is how you do it. I'm so keen.
But I never thought I'd go back to it.
Even if it doesn't let me get all the way to it, the fact that it's letting me go this far is enough.
When the fog rolled in, I lost my way. I got turned around.
No, I didn't. I know exactly where I'm going. Don't you hide me. Don't you hide it from me. I will find it.
I wandered.
You give it to me, game.
Seeing things.
I just want the house. Give me the house.
Things I'd forgotten had ever existed. But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me.
Where, yeah.
Or maybe I came back to them.
Oh my god, guys. The way they built up for this, I am so keen right now. Let me embrace
Things
it.
I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
No.
It's mine. Edith! Mom, you're gonna rip it! Let go!
I kicked and
Oh,
screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car. I never saw Great-Grandma Edie again. The next morning, the van came to pick her up, but she was already gone. After that, we moved around a lot. We both tried to make the best of it. A few years went by.
That's a really cool concept, this thing here.
My mom didn't like to talk about it. But she started getting sick a lot. The rest happened pretty quickly. She got better for a while, and then she didn't. And then I was alone. The last Finch left alive. Until I found out about you. I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is. This journal was supposed to be for you. But now I hope you'll never see it. I just want to meet you and tell you all these stories myself. But I guess if you're reading this now, things didn't work out that way. This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
Ah. Ah. See, when you make a game like this, it's very important for them to carry messages, and I think this one carried an exceptionally strong message. Am I disappointed that I didn't get to see that house? Slightly, but seeing it wouldn't have resolved anything. It wouldn't have justified or added to the game. It wouldn't have been it wouldn't have added to it. It would have made me feel better, but, you know. I've played a couple of walking simulators, and of the ones I've played, this has not only reached the top, it has set the bar and standard. If you want to go out, pick this up and play it for yourself, not too sure how much it is on Steam at the moment, or on any platform for that matter, but for its 3 hours, I definitely think it's worth checking out. It is roughly 2 to 3 hours long. It is a really good game. I just think we're so fortunate that we live in a time where pieces of art such as this can be considered video games. That the technology has basically caught up to, well, not so much technology, but we as people and the developers can use our technology to create such artful stories such as this. It's absolutely brilliant. So yeah, so what I'm probably going to do is I'm just going to let the credits run out, see if there's maybe anything else, and if not, then there's not. So just to wrap it up with a final couple of words, thank you for coming on this journey with me. If you've joined me on this part, guess what? There are more parts before it. All will be linked. The full playlist. I'm so glad to have been able to play this game for you. And here's to the next one. What will it be? Who really knows? Thank you all for watching. Look at that baby. Ooh. Thank you all for watching. Just one last time. My name is Chris of the channel Last Laugh, and I'll catch you all next time. Peace out, and take care. Stay safe. Visit your family. Drop them a message. Be with those you love and care about. Because at the end of the day, that's all that really matters, is those where when you're gone, they remember you. And be remembered as the great and awesome people that you are. And that's all I have to say about that. It's corny and cliche as it is. That's all I have to say.